Next one, letter B says I've got a 78-degree angle and an angle that says 6B plus 30. So these two angles are on the same side of this transversal right here. They are inside the two lines, so these are same side interior angles. And we just learned that parallel lines mean same side interior angles are supplementary, same side sup. So we would have to add these two angles together. Since they're supplementary, it means they add up to 180. So we're going to add these things together. 78 plus 6b plus 30 equals 180 degrees. We would combine 78 and 30, so 108 plus 6b equals 180. Subtract the 108. We're left with 72 equals 6b. And when we divide by 6, we get b equals 12. Next one, letter C, we've got this angle right here, this angle right here. These are our parallel lines. So if we look at this, these four angles, this is the top right. These four angles, this is the top right. These are in the same position, so these are corresponding angles. So parallel lines means corresponding angles are congruent. Therefore, since they're congruent, we're going to set them equal to each other. So 6c equals 4c plus 40. Get all the c's on one side, so subtract 4c. 6c minus 4c is 2c equals 40. Divide by 2. We get c equals 20. Down here on the bottom, find the value of the variables. So if we've got 60 degrees right here, we know that this corresponding angle, so since these are parallel lines, I've got corresponding angles here and here. So since this one is 60, this one is congruent to it, it's also 60 degrees. So now I can go over here and say, well, H, that's one of the things I'm looking for. These two angles are vertical angles. They make an X. So since these are vertical angles, we know vertical angles are congruent. So H would have to equal 60 degrees. Then I still have to solve for G. So G is vertical from this angle right here, but I don't know what that angle is. I do know that these three angles together add up to 180 degrees. So if I add H, which we now know is 60, plus G plus 70, those three should add up to 180 degrees. So if I add 60 and 70 together, that's 130, plus G is 180. Subtract the 130 to get that G is 50 degrees. Next one over here, we've got these parallel lines here and here. Then we've got two different transversals, so we're going to have to do two different calculations. First one, we've got that 2y is right here. 140 is on the opposite side of the transversal, but these are not corresponding angles. So I've got to figure out some other way to solve for y. Well, these are vertical angles here and here, 140, and this angle right here, so this has to be 140. These two angles now are on the same side of the transversal and inside the two lines, so those are same side interior angles. So they have to add up to 180, same side interior angles are supplementary. So if this is 140, this angle has to be 40, because 140 plus 40 equals 180. So if this angle is 40, 2y has to equal 40 degrees. So 2y equals 40 degrees. Then we would divide by 2 to get that y equals 20. Same concept over here. 50 is right here, but it's not related to this 5x. However, I do have 50 degrees right here since these are vertical angles. Same concept, since this is 50 degrees. I know these two angles have to add up to 180. They're same side interior angles. So take the 50 away from 180. We're left with 130 equals this angle right here. So to solve for x, I would take 130 equals 5x, divide by 5, and get that x equals 26.